In this video, we're going to show you how to remove the front window regulator and motor from a Leon Mark III. Tools you'll need for the job: an 8mm and a 10mm socket, a trim removal tool, a T25 Torx, a flat screwdriver and a 90-degree pick. So first step, to remove the door card, you need to remove this cover that's behind the handle. There's a bolt behind that. So you need a pick that's got like a 90-degree hook on it, and put it in and just get it around that gap at the back of this little panel there. Start from the back at the bottom and just pull it towards it, and that cover will pop off. And then there's another one lower down here. This one's got two little notches on the bottom where you can get a tool in. Pull that towards you from the bottom, and that's the other bolt. So now undo those two bolts, the T25 Torx ones. Now, using a flat trim tool, start in one of the bottom corners of the door card and just put it in and turn it and pop the clips out. Once you get going, you can get your fingers in and then pull and work your way around. And then once they're all free, the door card will just lift up and pull towards you. So now we can see on the back of the door card, first one is the cable that runs to the lock. So you need to undo, put your screwdriver in, just pop that hook over, and that'll pull that out. And you can swing it round till it's level with the notch and pull that out. And then it's electrical plugs after that. So you can see on the blue one here, and on this one, that little tab at the end here needs to lift up, so then you can pull the other side out. So you're just pulling it up enough so you can get it over that little notch. And further down here on the door module, you've got another one of those plugs again, exactly the same as the last one. Pop the little tab up at the end and pull that out, and then the large plug here, push that little tab in so that you can swing the pink arm over, and as you swing the arm over, the plug will release and pull that out, and that's the door card removed. So once the door card's removed, next thing we need to do is remove the speaker. So the plug on the top, there's two little tabs, just push those in and pull the plug out, and then there's four 8mm bolts holding the speaker in. Undo all of those. Once you've done all four bolts, the speaker is on little dowels and it'll pull straight out towards you. Now we need to remove this cover here. So pull the cable out of that guide there and push the rubber through, that rubber bung through there. And then starting in one of the corners, use your trim tool and just get behind that panel, pop that out and slide that out the way. And then couple more grommets to remove. It's the inner one of the two there, revealing a bolt for the window regulator, and same again here, it's the inner one of the two. Next you can remove the motor. So on the plug on the bottom, pop the little red bit out the centre, and then there's a tab in the middle, push that in and that'll slide out. And there's three T25 Torx holding the motor on. When that's removed, just give the motor a wiggle back and forth slowly while pulling it towards you. And that'll pop out. Now we can remove the glass, so you can pull the window regulator down using the motor if your regulator's still working, or if it's broke, do what we did then, remove the motor so there's no resistance on the cables, and just slide the window glass down by hand. You want to slide it down till the window mount lines up there with this hole in the bottom. And you can see there's a little hole in the glass, and there's a tab on the other side. If you just push that in while pulling the glass up, and just get it over the lip on the tab. You'll feel it just pop out there. And you can do the same on the front, again through the speaker hole. There's an access hole there for the glass. You'll feel it release, and you should be able to pull the glass upwards and out the door. Now, before we undo the bolts for the regulator, there's just a few little plastic clips and tabs to push through. So on this window motor mount, of the 3 mounts where the motor went in, there's 3 mounting tabs with little wings on the side of it. Push the little wings in. And push each one through. And there's a cable guide here at the top. That one also needs to go through. And then this one here that's holding the 2 parts of the cable together, just pop the clip off and keep that out of the way for now. Now we can undo the 4 10mm bolts holding the regulator in. Try and be careful not to drop these into the door skin at the top, or have a magnet ready if you do. Now I can move the regulator around, get it out of the holders, and then you've just got to sort of manipulate it and work it to get it out of the hole on the back of the door. And that's the regulator removed. So before we fit the door card back on, we need to just look at these clips here that the door card's held in by. As you can see here, this is in the spread out position. What we need to do is reset these clips, otherwise the door card just isn't going to go on properly, or you might break the clips. So if you pop that clip out, you can see here these tabs are spread out. What we need to do is get this rod to click back in. This part here moves separately to the rest of the body, and then that'll make the bits that are spread out there in line with the clip, so it allows it to go into the hole in the door card, in the door. So we're using some snips there. Anything like that where you can just put equal pressure on either side and just pry it out, and there you see, just pop that clip out. So now when you're refitting that to the door card, you'll notice this white collar is pushed up against the clip. So you push the door card back on into the hole, and as you bang on the door card, that will push that in and spread that out there. So make sure you go around each clip on the door card and reset all of those into that position, and then refit them onto the door card. The door card here slides in between these 2 parts there, and the door card's ready to refit then.